Hey there, and welcome to the Secrets of the Far East Heavy Rock, Hard Rock, and Heavy Metal Edition podcast. I got to come up with an easier and better name than that, but that's what we're calling it for the moment. Over the next hour or so, I'm going to be exploring some Asian rock and heavy metal bands, basically from anywhere from the Far East. So this can be anything from... We could be talking the Mongolian band like The Who. We could be talking bands from India. We could be talking bands from Japanese. We could do Korean rock, whatever it might be. So some of these bands I may have heard of, some of the bands I haven't. We're going to be playing each of them for you at home. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll get the videos. And if you're obviously listening to this on Spotify podcast, you'll just get the audio. And I'm going to share my thoughts about each of these songs as we go through them. So, first band we're going to talk about today is a band called Fate Gear. It is a band that I have heard of before. I've covered them a couple of times on different various YouTube channels. I've always been impressed by them. Kind of steampunk era look. They get referred to as the all-female steampunk metal band. They get combinations of different singers coming into play on different songs. We're going to be checking out one called 7 Years Ago. Let's check this one out. Let's play it and see what happens. Okay, there we go. That was I thought it was 7 years ago. Now I think it's actually called Refrain, off of the 7 years ago album. Sorry, it's just the way that it was listed up as for the video. So, yeah, interesting. It's the galloping drums. It's almost this like typical genre style that I kind of hear quite often. Obviously, coming out of the Asian, specifically like the Japanese era, which is this kind of power metal mixed with classic thrash metal blend. We're getting this, so we get everything from new wave of British heavy metal, power metal, and thrash, and you kind of get this big power metal sound. And we see so many bands doing that from the sort of the Far East Asia market as well. Very similar to Way in the sense that we get so many bands doing metalcore or modern metalcore, progressive metalcore here in the UK. It's almost every other band comes out, it's a metalcore band. Which does mean that every time you hear one, you kind of there's almost a lot of comparisons and stuff like that to it. A bit of a weird mix as well, actually. I didn't think it was the best mix of a song. Keyboard's really high on it. Quite a lot of vibrato added onto the vocals, although that could be intentionally what they're doing. But yeah, good track overall. Good, nice galloping. Not going to make it stand out from any of the others that I've kind of heard. I mean, Love Bites is another kind of example of bands from that ilk, if you like. So yeah, don't know. Let's see what else we have on today's hour of our podcast of our Secrets from the Far East, hard rock and heavy metal edition. So to next one up, we have a band called Concerto Moon. Never heard of this band at all, so this is completely going in blind. I have no idea about this one. We're going to listen to a track called Between Life and Death. So yeah, let's find out what this is all about. Okay, there we go. Concerto. Is it Concerto? Yeah, Concerto Moon. And of course, Between Life and Death are taking it. It was off of their Between the Life and Death album. Yes, it's another power metal. Is it proper? Is it to me? Is it in like Japan? Power metal being one of the most popular style of music, is it, or in the Far East in general? I know in places like Indonesia, like grindcore and sludge metal is very popular. But I don't know. I mean, it just seems like a lot of bands are doing this power metal vibe on it. Really like that track actually. Really punchy, classic power metal in there. A little bit of new wave of British heavy metal as well. Very dramatic, flamboyant, over the top guitar solos. Yeah, I quite like that. It was enjoyable, that one. What else do we have on our agenda to check out today? Well, we've got Maid. That's who's coming up next. Now, this is a band I've covered so many times across over on the Dave Does channel, and of course on A.D.K. We're going to check out a song called Manners, and the reason we picked Manners is because I don't think I've heard this song. I may have. I won't know until it actually starts, but I know pretty much what I expect from a band Maid. They never really disappoint, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's all about, or at least hearing what this one's all about. Let's check it out and share at the end. Wow. Okay, there we go. Band, Maid, and Manners. That is an absolute banger of a track. That one, I have to be honest. I'm surprised I've not heard it before. I don't recognise it because I'm sure if I've actually reacted to this historically, I would have known this. Because that's such a great groove to it. That's like an instantaneous groove in there. Lots of hook in there. It's a well structured track as well. Um, it puts all of what I would sometimes call the cliched rock kind of aspects of a track to make it hooky, but it works so well. It naturally flows. The vocals are great on it. Yeah, absolutely love that track. Very, 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 very cool there from Bandmaid. Thoroughly enjoyable. Right, who we've got next? We have got a band called Biosphere, and the song is going to be called Scream of Pain. I have never heard this track, so yeah, let's get to this one and see what this one's. It's going to have to do a lot for it to kind of top me on the Bandmaid today. So far, Bandmaid is definitely in the lead for my track of the day on today's podcast. But let's check out Biosphere and Scream of Pain and see what they are going to offer to us. Okay, so that was Biosphere, and they're from the loud visual key subgenre, and that was Scream of Pain. Really difficult one to judge on this one for me. Kind of first impressions on this one. So there's lots of things to like about this band. There are a lot of things that are a little bit cliched. So this is basically Slipknot era metal. I mean, they formed in 2011, but this is basically like 1996 Slipknot off of things like Wait and Bleed, stuff like that. I mean, that is basically like Slipknot. It's combinations of new metal, power metal, bit of death metal thrown in there for good measure. The production of this particular track is pretty poor. It's all out balance, and I don't know if that's just compression from the video or whatever it might be, but wasn't the best. Female vocals were okay, but a bit pitchy at points. There's lots of things to kind of intrigue me about it. There's a rawness to this track that I liked, but it would probably sound a lot better if it was properly sorted itself out, like its levels and stuff like that. But yeah, not a bad band. They're not going to take Maid's position as the top my favourite song for this hour, but we wait and see. The next one we've got to check out today is a band called Bridear. The song is called Get Over. Now, I got referred to Bridear not long after first checking out Maid, and someone said, oh, you need to check out Bridear as well. And I have done on a couple of occasions. I'm going to check them out again. Now, they've never really quite stuck with me. I've got one album of theirs, and they have never really quite won me over. So I am looking forward with a little bit of anticipation to check this one out. But this is the song Get Over. Let's find out what this one is all about for you.
えなくても悲しみ孤独そのすべてを力に変えて君がくれた時間が今もここにあることこの涙が証明になる強くの
Okay, there we go. Bridear and Get Over. Well, there we go. More power metal. It's the only way I can really say it. It has a classic power metal vibe to it. I have read that not everything sounds like power metal. Then they've got a little bit of mix. Like when I've said things about Love Bites before, where I called them power metal, and people say no, they're not. They have some power metal elements, but they also do thrash and they do hard rock. Same apparently applies to this band. But if it weren't for the vocals, I probably would have thought this was Love Bites. However, when her vocals kick in, I much prefer the vocalist from Bridear than I do for Love Bites. I've never really liked the vocals on Love Bites albums, but I do like this lady's vocals, so I thought her vocals are very good. The drumming on this, incredible. It's not my style. I hate real fast double kick stuff. I think it really takes away from the song, but it works in power metal. It does work in power metal, and so I can completely appreciate it and what people do. It might just be jealousy, the fact that I can't play the drums that well. Maybe that's the reason I'm more of a groove player, so I appreciate groove metal a lot more. But there is some great melody in here. The solos were phenomenal. My only criticism of music like this is it just sounds like every other power metal band to me. Most power metal bands are absolutely phenomenal. It needs something to differentiate themselves from others. I couldn't do with a whole album of this, but if there was 1 or 2 tracks on an album like this, I'd be all right with that. Let's check out another band then. We're going to check out a band called Cinq Ellement. Again, I've never heard of this band, so this should be really interesting. The song is called Destiny. Yeah, let's go check out what's going on here. Okay, Cinq Element and Destiny. Wow, okay, that's a real confusing song. I don't know where to start with that one. It was really confusing at the start. I was like, oh, is this going to be some like rocky jazz progressive thing going off, and then it just kicks off into a mad hard rock, then into sort of death metal with pop overtures, then a bit of new metal, then it had like modern thrash, like you would think of like a western, if you're thinking of like a western band, like Trivium elements in there. The split between vocals of the clean vocalist, which was from the lady singer, lovely singing there, to the guttural death metal in there. That's a really difficult, weird one to kind of say. It's intrigued, it's piqued my interest, let's say, which is always what you want from music. You want something that's going to make you go, oh, this is something I need to check out for more, and that is definitely a band I need to check out more about. Cinq Ellement, yeah. Very interesting. What have we got next, though? We got a band called Coldrain, or you could call them Coldrain, whichever way you want to call them, Coldrain, and the song is called Gone. It is a band I have covered at least once before. I'm not sure if it was on the A.D.K channel or if it was on the Dave Does channel, but I have definitely covered them before, so it's not going to be a completely out of the blue review of them, but or podcast focus on them, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, let's check this out. This is Coldrain, and the song is called Gone.
Dying for too long.
Okay, there we go. Coldrain, and of course the song was called Gone. Now, apparently this was a really big hit when this came out in about 2015 on rock made it radios in the US and of course here in the UK. Now, I didn't really listen to rock radio or anything like that. I didn't drive at the time, so I wouldn't have listened to radio in there, and I was listening to MP3s of what I'd already got stored on iPods or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, really catchy. I mean, I would, yeah, of course, throw it metalcore, but first listening to this band, you would not know that they were from the from Far East. I think, are they Japanese? Are they originally from? I have to go check this one out, but the song itself came off of Vina. Yes, they're a Japanese rock band, but you would assume you just the clarity of the his English, and his tone of voice. He sounds like an American singer doing English vocals in an English style. So he's lost all the Americanized accents, but he's got a little bit there, a little bit of a tinge. But yeah, really good track. I mean, it reminds me a lot of like bands like Papa Roach would be a good example of that particular song. I don't know about any of the other stuff, but yeah, really good track. I'm not a big new metal, metalcore, but the guy's vocals were phenomenal on that. I really enjoyed that particular track. Wow, this is a really tough one to pick out my favourite song that we've reviewed or checked out today. But how many songs have we got left for today's show? I think we've only got 2 left. Okay, well, let's get to it. So the next song we're going to talk about today is a band called, the song is called Raise My Sword, and we're going to talk about a band called Galneryus. Now, I have checked this band out and definitely know that at least once, so I know kind of what I'm going to be getting here. Kind of reminded me of like Japan X style when I remember them last time, but let's check this out. This is Galneryus and Raise My Sword.
「
Okay, Galneryus and Raise My Sword. What the hell do I say about that? Freaking phenomenal, really is. That is power metal at its best, really is. We've talked about power metal bands already today, and I was surprised looking at this that they've only been. It was 2001, and although that is still 20 odd years ago, I still think that still this band sounds like a band that's got its heritage in the 80s. This feels like a band that's been doing this for 40 odd years and literally have nailed and ironed out all of the little kinks and stuff to understand what makes a great song. That was an absolutely phenomenal track. It's going to make it really hard for me now to pick my favourite song of the day. We're going to check out a band. The final song, or the final band we're checking out, is another band I've never heard. It's called Gauntlet. The song is called Beyond the Wall. They're going to have to pull out something really out of the box to make it into my top song for the day, and we'll find out what is my top song of the day at the end. But yeah, it's making this really, really difficult. The Far East bands today have absolutely stonked it. Phenomenal. Let's do this. This is Gauntlet and Beyond the Wall. Okay, there we go. Gauntlet and Beyond the Wall. It's not more power metal. It's a real. It's got to be the most popular genre out there in Japan. It's got to be within the rock metal spectrum because there is just so many power metal bands, and they're all phenomenal. They are absolutely all phenomenal at their craft. But it also makes it really difficult because they all sound very, very, very similar. And I wouldn't have been able to really pick out the two. It's usually the vocalists that give it away. Gauntlet and Beyond the Wall, very good track. I wouldn't say it's as good as Galneryus as far as connection for me. Galneryus had a little bit more in there as far as the structuring and just some of the dynamics of that track on Galneryus. But yeah, Gauntlet and Beyond the Wall, very, very good. Now I set my own rules here. I have to pick out what was my standout track for me personally, not necessarily on music of like songwriting or anything like that, but the one that kind of caught my attention the most. And although there were some new bands in there like Cinq Ellement, I'm definitely going to be checking out more on. Coldrain, definitely worth checking me out there. But the song and the band that stood out for me today, just that kind of caught my attention the most to make me go, damn, I need to go back and do some more research or more checking out. It's got to be Band Maid today and the song Manners. The reason being for this is that I have listened to quite a bit of Band Maid in my time. And it all kind of got the same, a bit samey, hard rock, cliched. And I was kind of losing my way with Band Maid over time. And Manners has just completely thrown a spanner in the work there and made me go, hang on, I've really got to give them another chance here, because that was just such a great track from them. The groove elements that I always find are lacking in a lot of their stuff. It's always a little bit showy and a little bit cliched. That just for me means that there are songs out there by them that I think I really, really would like, and I need to check that out more. So I need to do some more going back to Band Maid and check out more. But Manners was just a phenomenal track. I love that. But as I said, Cinq Ellement, I've got to go back and check more of them out. Coldrain I will, and Galneryus with the other ones that really stood out for me in the hour. Let me know which bands stood out for you on today's Secrets from the Far East show, the hard rock and metal edition. And join me again next week where I'll be playing some more songs from the Far East, and we will see which ones stand out for me next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Take care.